The United Nations Convention on the Rights of the Child has set out the civil, political, economic, social, health, and cultural rights of children, regardless of their status, backgrounds, and physical conditions. While the Office of the Public Defender took this as a responsibility to protect the children's rights by embarking on a campaign.
The United Nations Convention on the Rights of the Child sets out civil liberties that must be realized for children to develop their full potential, free from hunger, want, neglect, and abuse. It reflects a new vision of the child, and that children are human beings and are the subject of their own rights. While the convention is addressed to governments as representatives of the people, it addresses the responsibilities of organizations and every member of society to ensure that the provisions of the resolution are adequately promoted. The campaign is taken to the Wesley School for the Hearing Impaired in Surulere by officials of the Lagos State Office of Public Defender. Students of the institution are brought together to be sensitized on their rights under the Child Rights Law. They are joined by their teachers and parents as well.
But I'm sure none of the children...
The leader of the team explains why the campaign is taken to children living with disabilities.
The abilities are overlooked, their capacity are underestimated, and their needs are given low priority. Yet, the barriers they face are more frequently as a result of the environment in which they live than as a result of their impairment.
Since the UN Child Rights Treaty was signed over 20 years ago, many countries have been reforming their laws and structures to remove barriers to the participation of persons with disabilities as true members of their communities. What does the Lagos State Child Right Law stipulate, and what is there for these children to know? The Lagos State Child Protection Law of 2007 provides the child with the right to parental care, right to private home and family life, right to health services, right to education, right to the dignity of the child, right to leisure, recreation and cultural activities, freedom of movement, freedom from discrimination, right to protection against harm, and freedom of thought, conscience and religion.
You have the right to basic education, and I'm sure you are all aware that basic education in Lagos State is free. What I mean is, education from primary to secondary school in Lagos State is free, and it's your right to be educated. Any parent that fails to educate his or her child as per basic education will be committing an offense under the Child Rights Law. And I'm sure we have had cause to arrest some parents in our office who have failed to educate their children in this regard.
Here's what some of the parents have to say about the campaign.
So it is a good enlightenment, and we are happy about it. And I'm happy the Lagos State government is trying for these children, and I want them to try more, to do more for them.
I used to treat my child very well. Even people in this school and outside, when they see us, they do say, madam, you are trying to make him that I don't let him know that he is a special child. If he sees him, say, he won't even know, except with that uniform. I make sure that he's neat. What others are, those that are going to regular school are doing, I make sure that it's just like them.
What they have done today is a plus, because it's creating an inclusive society, because giving them the orientation on their rights, giving them the orientation on how to fight against somebody who is abusing them, I think is a good thing, and it will go a long way to even have a multiplier effect on what they have done.
The enlightenment will reinvigorate personal confidence in these children, give them a sense of purpose in their pursuit of becoming meaningful citizens to the society, and reach their full potential. The Office of Public Defender is scheduled to take this campaign to other schools in Lagos State.